Hi everyone! Today we are traveling to ethnographic region of Lithuania, Žemaitija. The minibus is already here, so our excursion begins. We are heading to a homestead called Ješnalė. Here we are going to learn more about Žemaitija region, traditions and traditional foods. Ješnalė is located right in National Park of Žemaitija near Ješnalė Lake. By the way, this place is not that far away from Baltic Sea, so later on we are going here too. So the trip had begun. Along the way to the main destination, we visited some towns, villages and tourist attractions. Here you can see us going to Juozo, which is located in Žemaitija town near the church. The priest of the church came to tell us more about this town and about this beautiful structure called Juozo. Actually, real Juozo is located in France. There people spotted Saint Mary, and some people even miraculously healed from diseases. This is just imitation of the real Juozo, which is built to honor Saint Mary. By the way, this town has an 8-wheel drive museum because a long time ago people from this town have founded 8-wheel drive, which is nowadays used by some trucks, military machines or even moonlanders. Unfortunately, they didn't patent it in time, and foreign engineers have patented it first. So we moved forward and visited a lot of more interesting places. So, as you can see, we finally arrived to the homestead. We will be making a lot of traditional foods. You will see it. It's very interesting, it's old school, and I think it will be very tasty. By the way, we visited a lot of beautiful places by driving here, so it was good. And you can see this is the name of homestead Ješnalė. So see you inside the homestead. Let's go! We were welcomed warmly by owners of this place, and they played us some folk music. The old tradition of Žemaitija region people Žemaičiai is to greet guests with bread and salt. Žemaitija people proverb states that people can be happy only when they hug enough times in a day. We were asked to make a big group hug. Let's go in. There are traditional Žemaitija region dishes waiting on a table. In Žemaitija, the most important thing before eating always was the bread slicing, which have to be done after speaking a prayer. The tradition is that the head of the family have to slice the bread and give it directly to the eater. If you finish your slice and want more, you can't take it yourself. You should ask the head of the family for another slice. This is called onion and herring soup. We call it cibulinė. By the way, we ate with wooden tools. Pretty unique, right? And here you can see I just got potato. You wonder, what is this white food? We call it kastinys. In English this word would mean something like biter, because you have to put it on potato and bite it. It tastes really good and fresh. This region people like to eat it together with onion soup. To make potatoes and kastinys even tastier, you can put cooked cannabis seeds and salt mixture, which is called spirginė. Now we finish eating, and owners of this place is going to teach us how to make all these foods.
Kastini reiks sukti 2 valandas, o jeigu didelis kiekis daug žmonių, reiks sukti į 5 valandas. Į kartą zonas pliaušk skystā i nesukeitiet. Dėl to, ką būt produktą paršyti. Nu dabar čia aš esu įdėjusi sveistą. Paskiau dėsę neščia tokį, nu jau rūkštą lietinį. Dėsę. Ir paskiau skaninsę, manau. Kastinys nieks šilumą. Te reik atsisėsti. Šilto truputį geriau. Te dar greit pasidėti. Nu ir tokį to sveistą įveina kosti. Visą laiką. Kol ons paliks minkštas. Tad bus skanus kastinys. Bet jūs pats tom padirbsite.
Now it's time to put sour cream in the stirred butter. Now we need to stir it again. After that, put some sour cream again. Do this process until you use all the sour cream. Usually this traditional making process lasts for a few hours, but now we're making really small amounts, so it will take about 10 minutes.
Dedi šaltą vonį. Nu, mes čia nesitaškėsim, nes čia daug ten į virtuvį, tegu tenas mums anonsumitavos ir tada mes pasiskaninsim.
Kastinys is ready for seasoning. We are putting a little bit of salt. Now we need to put few teaspoons of caraway. We need to stir until all the salt will be dissolved. Let's put some black pepper too. Of course, good kastinys needs some minced garlic. Now kastinys is almost ready. Let's serve it on the plate. Finally, let's decorate the dish with some crushed cannabis seeds. Now kastinys needs to be taken down to the fridge to cool down and harden. By the time it cools down, we are going to learn how to make cold onion and herring soup cibulinė. Let's chop the onion. Now we need to peel the water. We need to put a little bit of vinegar in the water. Of course, a little bit of salt and some black pepper too. By the time that guy is doing soup, let's learn how to make spirginė. I mean cannabis seeds and salt mixture. Firstly, you need to cook cannabis seeds for a while. When seeds start making crackling sounds and you can smell similar smell to popcorn, seeds are ready. Now let's go out and crush the seeds the old school way. While we were doing this Stone Age job, the chef was preparing the herring. Cannabis seeds are crushed. I mean, not really, because we are not professionals, but let's pretend it is crushed. Anyways, it smells really good. To make spirginė, you just need to mix these crushed seeds with a little bit of salt and the dish is ready. You can use this powder to season any food you like. In old times people didn't have a lot of spices, so cannabis seeds were the main seasoning. By the way, it has tons of health benefits. The fish is ready. Let's put it to the soup, and the soup is ready too. Easy, right? Definitely try this at home. The taste is unique, sure it tastes like a herring. If you don't like fish, you may not like it. Our castanese is finally ready too. It was good, but definitely the one owners made was better. As you can see, we went to play some traditional Visregion games. The time to leave had come. Before leaving the homestead, we were treated with herbal tea, homemade white cheese, and raisins bread. We went back to the bus, we visited a few more places, and we're going to settle down for a night in a Palanga city near a Baltic Sea, but before that we had some fun in the spa center. The next morning we went to the Baltic Sea. After that we visited famous park of Palanga city. So we arrived at Birutės hill. What is this?
Welcome. This is a very interesting hill because of its vast history. If you think about it, when we're standing, why it's such a good feeling. This dates back almost 800 years to the 14th century when there was a village here. Nowadays, there's little remnants of it, but you can find evidence all over for it. The legend of the name for it, Birutės Mount, it's very interesting as well. Birutė, she was a woman, the wife of the Grand Duke of Lithuania, Kęstutis. Grand Duke is basically an unofficial king of Lithuania in the medieval ages. And why she's so interesting, she was the mother of Vytautas, who later became known in his life as Vytautas the Great, who achieved many great victories for the Lithuanian people. And why this mount is named after her is because after the village was kind of destroyed after the fight with the Crusaders, there was a sanctuary here built for the pagans, for the old Lithuanian faith. And the legend says she lived here and she kept the holy fire burning for all of her life and later died here and she was buried here. So it's just an amazing feeling being here, knowing that so many years ago, so many great people stood here where we are standing right now.
It's time to leave this beautiful place and go home. But before that, we are going to have lunch in a restaurant where we may order some traditional food too. This is Lithuanian cold beetroot soup. Lithuania, the country of cold soups, right? It's just kvass. It's traditional too, but just in Mexico. Now we are full, it's time to go home. Goodbye.